like how Dr. Navarro has framed the fact that the culture and the climate is something that's very important to her. We're doing more diverse hires. We're addressing some of the systemic issues that have been going on in the school system. So I think that to me would be at the top of the list. I know we've had a lot of problems, unfortunately, with school discipline with students. And so I definitely believe that more restorative practices would be important. The vast majority of our teachers are fantastic. They do an amazing job. But when there are problems, I think they need to be addressed and not just swept under the rug and not just dismissed. And I also would like to see more equity among the districts, internet, transportation, food, those types of things. I'd like to see all 4 districts, as much as possible, have the same opportunities.
One of the big ones, obviously, for I think most of us, is the learning loss, both from pre and post-COVID. So looking at ways to work with the superintendent and our school leaders to make sure that we have robust tutoring, summer and after school programs. Another thing that I'd like to see is equity amongst resources, particularly with special education. Listen to those stakeholders and find out what the needs are and where the gaps are and what we can do to fill those.
I think the biggest issue now, and it's with every school system because of the pandemic, we still have a learning loss that we need to overcome. So I will continue to advocate for those things to make sure that the budget reflects those programs to help kids achieve academically. Safety and discipline in the school, we have to make sure that we're putting things in place to help kids. You had first graders that had never been in school before and kids in high school coming in as 10th graders that had never been in high school before, and that's a big transition. We need to make sure that there's personnel and programs in place to help kids make that transition, being around other kids, being around authority figures and teachers and administrators.
One of the main issues, and it's national, is just overall school safety. And my plans are to work with the board members along with central office to ensure that the policies are updated and just relevant to the current events and the current changes that are occurring from day to day. So another issue that I would like to address would be mental health of the students as well as the staff and how we can expand the services that we already have.
I think top of mind for me is the social emotional well-being of our students. We know that for many of our students, school is a reprieve, and that with them being out of school for so long, there were just some challenges as they've come back into the building. So finding ways of offering additional supports to our students so that they can be their very best selves. So thinking about the professional development and opportunities that we provide to our educators, just ensuring that they're able to continue to grow in their practice is of vital importance to me. I mean, transportation is absolutely key. We've heard a number of challenges and issues, so wanting to hear from as many parents and community members as possible is also something I'd like to bring to the board.
Safety has been a very important issue, and I think we need to really focus on how to protect our students and our teachers. Mostly get the parents back involved with their kids, because I think it starts at home. So I think the parents need to come back, be with their kids and see what they're doing. We have to have them involved with their kids.
One of them is the test scores, but it's nationwide. It's not just here in Charles County. What I think I can add to the board is to make sure we have a rigid tutoring program throughout the school year. Bringing in nonprofit organizations that handle tutoring so they can help us with our children. One more issue is the CTE program. I think that we should have them in all of the schools. We give all of our children the same equal standing opportunities. I think that it will be a better turnout for Charles County.
There is a lot of growth in the county, and we have a lot of schools that are pushing capacity or over capacity. I think the need to build schools is probably stronger now than it has been in a very, very long time, if not ever. So I plan to work with my colleagues, state and local officials, to find the funding to build more schools.